And you know what, Troy, speaking of growth in the West Valley, tech companies from across the country are turning to Peoria to support a booming semiconductor industry. Amkor is set to build a $2 billion campus where they'll test the technology near the Loop 303 and Vistancia Boulevard. And we're speaking with someone who is seeing this growth firsthand. Joining me now is Kevin Engel, Executive Vice President of Business Units over at Amkor. Kevin, it is great to have you here.
Thank you, Trey. I'm good to be here.
You know, we always hear the buzz about TSMC, right? Yep. It's gotten the global spotlight, bringing us so much attention to Arizona, but not a whole lot about Amkor. So tell us what kind of a role they play in relation to TSMC.
Yeah, so you're right. Obviously, a lot of news about TSMC, and they're a customer. Basically, if you look at the products that they build, typically they're engaged with the end customers, a lot of semiconductor companies, and they build semiconductor wafers. Mm-hmm. So here is an example of a semiconductor wafer. These wafers, you know, their output from their fab looks like this, and within this wafer there's many different computer chips.
I'm going to show it one more time so our viewers, because this is so fascinating. I mean, we usually don't see it up close like this. So this is a wafer. I mean, this is a very expensive wafer.
This is a sample, but you know, these products in general, like TSMC would be building, would be very expensive for sure. Yeah. And there's multiple computer chips within this wafer. So what Amkor does is we take this wafer, we do additional processing on it, we singulate it or cut it up into each individual chip, and then we'll package it. So advanced packaging means turning it basically into this package here that would go into either your car, a data center, a cell phone.
In so many everyday devices that we use.
Everything, which is really what kind of drove, you know, our supply chain in the past has been very global. So one device may go through multiple countries, and with, you know, a lot of the disruptions we've seen over the past several years, whether it be pandemics or natural disasters or geopolitics, a lot of countries are starting to basically build a more localized supply chain, which is what, you know, spurred the Chips and Science Act, which, you know, is trying to bring more semiconductor manufacturing back in the U.S., and that's benefiting Amkor. So we're excited about building a facility in Peoria.
Well, and I was going to say, you guys have been headquartered here for what, 40 years, and now finally you're going to be breaking ground come next year, done by?
Yeah, end of 2027, going into 28. Yeah, we have factories all over Asia and one in Europe. And so the U.S., this will be our first factory in the U.S. We're really excited about that. We have 30,000 employees globally, so we're looking forward to, you know, increasing our staffing levels in the U.S.
Yeah, you're going to be adding thousands more jobs. I have to ask you, though, I know with TSMC, you know, they've hit a couple of road bumps with finding skilled workers, right? It's led to delays in the plant's opening. Are you concerned about finding, you know, skilled workers for your plant?
It's always a concern. You know, the nice thing is we're able to learn from some of the lessons learned from TSMC and from others. We have a little bit longer of a roadmap, you know, as far as when we're going to need to start hiring. So, and then we've been working with ASU, a lot of the community colleges, you know, really try to think about how we build up that skilled workforce. And this goes from operators all the way up to engineers and beyond. So a lot of activity there. It's definitely something we need to continue to work on.
Yeah, all right. Well, best of luck.
Thank you.
We look forward to having you back again, maybe a tour of the facility.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Sounds
all right.
good.
Kevin, thank you so much. We appreciate your time.